This one right here is something that I definitely want to discuss on YouTube. We have lots of customers that come in and tell us our hinge is broken. You're probably experiencing this, or if you've seen it before, or if it has happened to you. This right here is not a broken hinge. Almost 99% of our customers tell us they have a broken hinge. So when they try opening it or closing it, it makes sounds, it just doesn't open and close correctly. This is not a broken hinge. What this is here, essentially, is the back shell, this is the replacement. This part is broken. So for instance, right here is where this hinge makes contact to the back shell. That contact where the screws screw into the back shell breaks. And this is why people think their hinge is broken. So to do these type of repairs, we just replace the back shell. Let's get started. For us to get started, we would have to remove this bezel around the screen. So I like to just pop it off. It is sometimes held by adhesive and clips. So we're gonna see it right now. It looks like it's held by both. So let's grab a pick. And I end up using my heat gun to soften the adhesive. Yeah, let's use the heat gun. I got the corner out. Sometimes they're just clips, and it's a lot easier. But if there's adhesive, just like here, just makes it a little bit harder. Okay, so we are almost done here. We just now need to remove the bezel from the very bottom of the screen. It's very difficult sometimes. And this is also connected to this blue part at the bottom. So I'm gonna see if I can somehow pop it from the back. So what I did right here was I put the pick and I just kind of unclipped it. That may allow for easier removal now. Okay, there it is. I think the computer just turned on. There it is. This is the headache. Let's turn off this computer. Okay, so now the next part of this is removing the screen. We have to remove the screen without damaging it, and we need to do that by removing, there is a tab. So the tab is at the corners of these screens, like for instance, right here. This is the bottom left corner of the computer, and we just have to remove this tab without ripping it. Sometimes it's difficult, especially if that hinge is in the way. Okay, either we ripped it or we did not. I don't know. So we'll continue on to the next tab. Now for us to access the tab on the right, I'll have to remove the hinge. There is 2 screws, maybe 3. And here is the second tab. You can technically reuse these tabs if they're not ripped or if they don't catch on itself. Okay. Here is one tab, much longer than the one that we just removed, so that tells me the one that we removed technically got ripped, so that's gonna suck. Now, when a tab rips like this, the only way around it is by prying off the screen. And to remove the screen while there's still adhesive holding it down is very risky. It's almost guaranteed you're gonna damage the screen. So, the way I like to do it is via heat. We'll pry off the screen with heat. Alright, so I have something like this causing tension. Put it a little bit further back, and then I'll use the heat gun. We got the screen loose. We'll drop down the screen. Look at all this tab left. That's crazy. Let's put something on the back of this, and then let's unplug that. Okay, screen has been undamaged from what I can tell. So we'll put the screen aside. So for us to remove this, we need to remove these antennas and the long cable that goes to the camera. Okay, let's pop off this cable. This should come off. I can probably use heat. And be very delicate and not rip this cable. So the cable is separated from the adhesive. I want to remove the adhesive with the cable so I can add it back on the new shell easily. And heat here is your best friend. So the camera assembly on top, I'm just heating it up just to make the adhesive on it easier to remove all in one piece. Okay, maybe I can use a plastic prying tool and just kind of pry it up from its location. That's not working either. Oh, this is held in tight. Okay, how about I just unplug the cable and we'll go from here. Okay, and then I do want to remove this. You want to remove it with its copper tape as well. Okay. Okay. Let's turn off the computer. Computer turned off. Put this guy aside. And now we can fully work on this camera assembly. Wow. Okay, so we're officially done with this back shell. This was the initial problem. If you can tell, that break in the plastic right here, this is why people assume the hinge is broken, because the hinge no longer makes contact with that. Okay, let's bring back the computer's new back shell. This back shell did come with these antennas, which I'm not gonna bother using, so I'll be removing them. And nice, this back shell does have adhesive for us, that's perfect. Let's go ahead and add the camera in place. There is holes on this camera, which fits perfectly in certain locations, right here. And then also this back shell did come with hinges that we don't need because the original computer has the hinges. So let's go ahead and remove the hinges from here. If I need the screws, I can use them, but I don't think I would need them. Hinge removed. Okay, both of the hinges removed. So let's put everything back together now. Pop this hinge further down and put these in place. Once we have the shell in place, this is when we start screwing in the hinges. Okay, so now that we have all the hinges screwed in, we're gonna connect the camera. Camera is connected. So if you guys are enjoying this content, it would tremendously help the channel if you guys drop a like and subscribe to our channel so we can continue making more videos like this in the future for you. Let's add the antennas back in place. Let's grab the screen. Computer is on. Let's turn it off. There is an argument that could be presented here. The argument goes as follows. Shouldn't you turn off the computer before you do all this? Now, technically that's true, but it's a problem only when you're reconnecting. Like right now, I'm about to reconnect, and you do it incorrectly when you're reconnecting. If you start rubbing these pins against the pins right here, that can cause a short, which then that's a problem. But if you're pretty experienced and you've done quite a few of these and you know how to do it, what to do, then in your case, you should be fine. So we've done quite a few of these, and I'm just gonna go ahead and do it the way we always do it, which is not do that. But if you are inexperienced or you're doing this for the first time, definitely unplug the battery. So make sure it is set in place and then push it in. Done. We've tested the screen. The screen is on. It's time to seal. Gonna drop it in place. And now to add the bezel. This right here. Very good. This could not have gone any better. And as you can tell, it opens up perfectly. If you ever think you have a broken hinge, you do not have a broken hinge. These do not break. I've never seen in the last 5 years I've been in this business that these hinges break. It's always the back shell, just FYI. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys on the next one.